Mr. Speaker, this government's preoccupation to basically rob money from critical programs in order to give a tax break to the rich is beyond comprehension. One example is cuts to the RCMP. Commissioner Paulson informed us the RCMP had to take 300 personnel off criminal investigations and transfer them to anti-terrorism. Rank-and-file RCMP officers are calling for more training and better equipment, yet this minister has forced budget cuts of $290 million since 2012. Why is the government compromising the RCMP so it can give a tax break to the rich?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary of the Minister of Public Safety.
That's absolutely false. We've actually increased resources to our national security agencies. But what is clear is that the international jihadist movement has declared war on Canada and our allies because of the values that we share. We only need to turn on the 6 o'clock news. We only need to read in the paper of another attack around the world, more people leaving countries like Canada to join ISIL. We have heard credible witness testimony in committee this week that have confirmed that the threat is real, it has evolved, and it is growing. The #1 priority of any responsible government is the safety and security of its citizens, and that is why this Conservative government will pass this legislation and why the RCMP is supporting it.
The Honourable Member for Malpeque.
Mr. Speaker, of course the threat is real, but this government cut $290 million from the RCMP since 2012. That's unacceptable, and they're doing it in order to give a tax break to the rich. Beyond that, the RCMP rank-and-file members are now speaking out. They are mad, and they're feeling betrayed. They lack training, they lack equipment. The government has failed to honour the commitments they made to the Marathon recommendations, which cost RCMP lives. That comes out of the Moncton report. Why does this minister force cutbacks, put Canadians at risk, and even risks the lives of RCMP officers? Why?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary of the Minister of Public Safety.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That's similar to the rhetoric we heard in committee this past week. But let me talk about one of the witnesses that did appear before committee, Inspector Irwin. More than 30 years of experience in law enforcement and intelligence gathering. What did this credible witness say about C-51? Existing laws are too restrictive and that there is an absolute need for the new measures contained within this bill. What else did he say about the need for information sharing? Absolutely crucial. And in general, with respects to the bill, contrary to what the opposition parties like to put out, he said it does provide the necessary safeguards. In the same meeting, Mr. Speaker, we heard opposition witnesses who said the bill had absolutely nothing to do with terror.
Not out of the updated terror.